What is a silent killer that people don't realize is slowly killing them? Sleep deprivation. This one should be higher. They're starting to link lack of sleep with cancer in newer studies. My mom was super active and ate a healthy diet, was skinny, but she slept like 4 hours a night and ended up dying of cancer. I always wonder if that's what got her. That's so true. Lack of sleep is linked to cognitive decline, leading to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Depriving yourself of sleep is so dangerous in the long run. Apparently, osteoporosis is known as the silent killer because you don't realize you have it. I'm 43 and have been recently diagnosed with it. Edit. Damn, I can't believe this is the most upvotes I've ever had. Please advocate for your own healthcare. No one else is going to do it for you. Yep, I was diagnosed at 32 and have a non-traumatic fracture in my vertebrae at 54, despite years of treatments, supplements, and exercise. I feel like I'm made of glass and can no longer enjoy life. Liver disease. It's likely that the prevalence of fatty liver disease is up to 1 in 3 people. Fatty liver is harmless, but it can progress to cirrhosis and liver failure over a long period of time. The vast majority of people will have 0 symptoms until they're on the brink of total liver failure. Stress. Yep, my immune system's plummets when I get too stressed. It is probably taking years off of my life. My digestive system goes haywire whenever I'm stressed, and I hate it. It always makes my emotions irregular. I heard from someone that humans experience the rush of adrenaline, fight or flight, 2 times more than 50 plus years ago. I can't imagine what that does to our bodies. I was just reading a book about the connection between trauma and illness, and they talked about how people who experience significant trauma are much more likely to develop autoimmune diseases. ETA. The book is The Myth of Normal for anyone interested. Lack of exercise, present company included. Even just getting out and walking around the neighborhood for a while. Gotta do something. Both of my husband's grandmothers can barely walk in their 70s. However, his step-grandmother is 74 and she's still pretty athletic. He said she was always going on hikes with his grandfather when he was younger, while his biological grandmothers were just sitting around all day. Exercise is so important for when you're older. Poor mouth hygiene. One of those ultrasonic side-to-side electric toothbrushes made a world of difference for my gum disease. Rotary one, not so much. YMMV. You need to brush where your teeth encounter the gums. And your teeth. If you have a lot of crowns or have bridges, then get a water flosser gadget too. Make sure you go to a dentist that practices evidence-based medicine, not one of those hard-sell private equity storefronts, not one of those Medicare mills. Source: heart disease, diabetes, and $30,000 dental bills over last 10 years. High blood pressure. I got put on a beta blocker to help with migraines, but in return it's been helping with my previous high blood pressure readings. Overworking and the brainwashing that comes with it. I worked 85 hours this week. Bro, that isn't a flex. I work for free like a slave. Cool, bro. Owning birds, their dust up your lungs long term. My dad died of IPF, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, and while it's obviously an idiopathic disease, every specialist he saw asked if he had spent any time around birds. And he had spent decades around them. We had a parrot in the house, and he kept peacocks, pheasants, doves, chickens, geese, rheas. At any given time, we had 40 plus birds. A hypochondriac reading this thread. I give me a week at best. Honestly, I feel like I'm living to die. Wake up, work, pay bills. I can only afford shitty food. Walking outside in shitty polluted air. Can't buy a home unless I'm in a relationship. In some cases, 2 incomes aren't enough. Student loans defaulting, regular loans defaulting. And sadly, I can't possibly be the only one who feels this way. In this economy, LOL, Toby Flenderson or radon. Seriously, if you have a basement, see if you live in a high radon area, and if so, get it tested. A basic tester is available online for under $100, or you can just have a pro come out for about $200. Keeping abusive family around. Yes, they may not even realize the damage their toxic behavior does to others, and it's incredibly painful to distance yourself or cut them off. But living life taking abuse is going to cut so much from your life. Get away and find yourself, and you'll also find better health. Unspoken grief, the kind that lingers quietly in the body, stored in joints, skin, appetite, sleep. People carry so much they never name, and it eats them in silence. The body remembers what the mouth refuses to. Been going through this for 7 months now. Grief is love that you cannot give anymore. I miss my person. Good post, glad you included it. Loneliness. I've read that loneliness is as detrimental to your health as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. If that's actually true, my expiration date might be coming sooner than I expected. Vaping. Constantly see young kids using them. Heartbreaking. We were so close to moving away from smoking, but then some asshole had to rebrand it and make it taste like strawberries or some bullshit. Drives me insane. Sugar. Everyone is so obsessed with food being fat-free, but it's sugar they should be wary of. Yes, there is a documentary called Sugar on Netflix that everyone should watch. The guy does an experiment where he just incorporates the amount of sugar the average Australian consumes daily, and it made him sick, lethargic and grumpy. Not to mention his blood work was messed up. I couldn't imagine what it would look like if he went with the average amount of sugar consumed in America. Processed food. Most of the rest of the world has already banned high fructose corn syrup. When will the US catch up? When it doesn't make money. Insulin resistance. I spent years having cognitive issues leading to one entirely avoidable accident. Low energy, terrible sleep quality, and being super susceptible to any kind of infection, only to discover that low-dose semaglutide, which addresses insulin resistance, instantly fixed all of those issues. Diabetes is not a good way to go, and doctors underprescribe semaglutide given its high cost. All I got were suggestions to live a less stressful life, exercise more and eat healthier, which I tried and didn't find at all productive. I've read most comments and bad news, guys. Our lifestyles are literally killing us, and there's almost nothing we can do except maybe exercise and go live alone, isolated in a forest, eating berries and mushrooms while getting photographed every day because people think you're Bigfoot. So for now, make the most of your life, have fun, and take care of the people you love. That's about all we can do. Breathing. Our bodies are in a constant war to repair the damage oxidation of our internal organs causes. My aunt gave up breathing a few years ago. Haven't heard any complaints. Oh shit. Okay, I'll try and quit oxygen. Silence. Words hurt, but silence kills, especially when you're looking for a dialogue, but it seems like you are talking to a wall. Instagram Reels will probably shave more years off people's lives from all the side effects than they realize. Mold. If you can smell it, it's creating toxins. It wants you to leave. Thanks for watching. Share the video with a friend. Support me by subscribing. Bye.